I mean, they weren't any heavier than that back then. Why do you think they wanted the grapes so bad?
God.
Yeah, she needed those grapes. She couldn't move, and so Gilbert Grape and his brother Johnny Depp had to go get the grapes and
I
feed
think
them to
Gilbert
her.
was Johnny Depp. The brother was the retard.
Oh, okay. I didn't know, man.
I mean, I don't think I've seen the movie.
Yeah, the mom dies and she's so fat they would have to like cut off part of the house to get her out.
They
and
have to cut off her toes.
Well, they didn't want to go through the embarrassment of that, and so they just burned the house down.
They let her rot.
Well, they burned the house down. And they're like, oh, she's too fat to get out normally, so we'll just burn the house down.
I mean, to be fair, with the prevalence of the internet now, we've now learned they're halfway rotten before they even die anyways, so, you know,
Yeah.
shouldn't be too much trouble.
She was my guardian, even puppets have harmed.
Which, how's that work on the flammability? Like, you know, because fat people, you know, they sizzle and crackle in the fires.
Yeah, they sure do.
So, like, how does that work if you're half rotten from, like, bed sores and the fire hits? Like, does the mold and all that in your body, mute it,
burns.
or does it make it worse?
Everything
No,
burns up, buddy.
You become for about 0.3 seconds, you become a living super virus.
Yeah, the bed sores are going airborne.
Yeah.
That's the bitch that wanted the wine. I can't go there yet. She wanted that fucking wine. I gotta find some cheese to go with it.
You want some cheese with that wine? You want some wheeze to go with that chine?
You want some wheeze to go with that cheese, man?
Cheese? God. No, I'm done. I can't do another one.
Oh, damn it. I really have to watch my stamina consumption, man. This is all my fucking fat wife's fault.
I'm grooming. This is all my fat, ugly wife's fault.
You fat bitch!
I hate you, fat wife.
Oh, you fat bitch!
You fat bitch! How could you do this to me? I thought I loved you, fat wife. I tell you every day how much I love you and your fatness.
I thought I loved you, fat wife. But as it turns out,
I just loved your fatness.
I just loved how fat you were.
Well, me and my fat wife, we live in a ditch. Me and my fat wife, she'll never snitch.
Well, me and my fat wife live in a trailer park.
Me and my fat wife, I only let her leave the house after dark.
I'd put a bag on her head, but her chin's too thick. I can't figure out where to stick my dick.
The other day, ate out her butt and made me a little sick.
Tried to hang her, but none of the branches were thick enough.
You just went.
Jim, we went. I was about to say we went instantly from this talking sexual to killing her.
Yeah.
Tried to hang her, but the forklift was broke down.
Jimbo, God.
He better not pick up another boulder and throw it. I'm gonna be pissed.
He says, "Hey, dude, you know what I'm good at? Throwing these boulders."
Fuck.
You know what my fat wife's good at? Stopping them.
No. Fuck you. No, quit shooting me with flames.
I'm coming for you. I'm gonna get them flames.
Man, these guys have really. These guys have really fucked me up.
Oh.
Mad clown puppet. He's got a health bar. What the fuck?
Dude, that's a clown dude. You ain't ready for the clown dude. It's clown time.
I need to get some of my juice back. I think there's only one way to do it.
I feel like a dog. I showered and used Old Spice, and now all I can smell is like the soap on me and stuff. I'm like, I feel like I need to go roll around in the dirt and get the scent off me.
One, two, Jimbo, five.
There we go. Got some quartz for that shit. Oh. Ugh, fuck that clown robot. Hey. What the hell was that? What was that? Who did that?
I opened my phone, there's a video, and the back button was on the wrong side. Didn't stop playing.
Well, you see, the back button was on the wrong side and the front button was on the right side, and it just looked all the same to me than down there.
And the front button and the side button and the front side and the back
front
side.
and the back
Sometimes you get that
front.
front side, and sometimes your butt front get the back front and side getting the front.
My wife.
Yeah, it's so damn complicated. It's like trying to find where to put it in on my fat wife.
I was just about to say, that sounds like my big fucking sloppy, fat, nasty wife. She's got a front butt.
My wife just made a butt. That's all she is. Ain't nothing on my wife but butt.
She sure as hell smells like it.
I know.
I don't think she's taken a bath in months. She can't fit in it. I gotta bathe her like I do the cattle.
We take her on down to SeaWorld, dip her in there.
Yep, that's how it goes sometimes with me and my fat wife.
Fat wife. You know, sometimes. Yeah, that's what they say. Sometimes you got a big, disgusting fat wife, and sometimes you don't. And me, I got a big fat one.
Yeah, the realization. I'm only like a bunch of steroids and years from working out from not being narrow enough to fit in my shower. I got like 2 inches of shoulder clearance on each side.
Well, that's actually my goal, is to be like too wide to fit in regular places. Like when people
horrific.
When people see me, I want them to be like, that's a fucking freak.
That real Mac attitude.
Boy, you're gonna nutty putty cave yourself in like some urinal somewhere.
I'm not gonna nutty putty cave myself.
You're gonna nutty putty yourself somewhere, like you're gonna go to some freaking some concert.
Ooh, nice,
and you're gonna
we got another one of those.
Trip off and fall in a porta potty, and you're gonna be too big to get out, and you're just gonna nutty putty yourself upside down.
Just covered in shit and piss.
Yep.
A comedy series would be like bodybuilders trying to like work on a broken down car, and like no one can fit under the car to reach anything because their pecs are too big. Oh, dude, day was great. Like, I was late going to the Peach Fest, like, so I went like right after the car show ended, and the whole way going to Ruston was people headed back to Monroe with their classic cars just broken down on the side of the road in their old car. It was just every mile was another boomer broken down in like a 70-year-old car. Next year, I'm taking my work truck and I'm in a trailer, and I'm gonna start offering rides and work. And a lot of them were broke down with Fords, and I don't like to work on Fords.
Yeah.
You know what Ford stands for? Fix it again, Tony.
Thinking of a Fiat, Dale.
You know what Fiat stands for? Found on road dead.
Alright, finally, I killed that spider bitch. Who the fuck
My
would make
dad has
spider
a has a 1992 Mercedes 300 SD, and then I have an 84 one, and we drive together sometimes. We're like a motorcade of diesel Mercedes.
Dude,
That's
y'all
awesome.
could drive through anything with those. Like, because the first, if it stops the first one, the second one just needs to hit it, and it can use the first as like a battering ram. Like in
I
high
can't
school,
believe-
I got rear-ended by a '91 Mercedes. I think it was a 300 SL like or SD or something.
Yeah.
It was about like you're in, yeah, dude. I was, in a half-ton GMC with a tow hitch and all that. He
Yeah.
rear-ended my tow hitch, made my tow hitch face the ground, and it didn't even pull the front bumper trim off the Mercedes.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, those old Mercedes, they actually have shocks in the front bumpers for hitting stuff without impacting the car as hard.
Interesting. I
Man.
can't believe I've been driving mine since 2021 and no major maintenance.
Like, the only major maintenance I've done on mine outside of warranty, because my fat ass was using the steering wheel like as a stabilizer to get in and out of the car, and I kept breaking the column lock on it under warranty. So they just put like I guess a G-Wagon lock or something in there, because it used to not when you turn the key, you wouldn't hear like the pin, like in the motors. Vroom, vroom. But after I broke like 2 of them under warranty, and they kept having to replace it and tow my car and all that for free, they just like, look, it's not going to break again. We put the best one that fits in your car in there, and now you can just hear the pin sliding into position in and out, and it's solid. It won't break again.
That's what they
Do you,
say.
are you still talking about the same car that I know, or do you have a new one?
Nope, same one.
That's
Nice.
that's what they say,
but-
but can you trust them?
Since then, I've had to change a spark plug and a coil.
Oh, okay. I mean that'll happen with any car.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
but like
so
the car's 18 years old, and the only like thing on the engine that's had to be serviced was one spark plug and one coil.
Does that have that like M203 engine or whatever?
I think so. W2. Let me double check.
Or W203? It's the M271 is the 6-cylinder one.
Oh yeah, no, it's the M272 engine.
Is the 8-cylinder. Or V6, okay, yeah. M272. Those are solid.
Yeah, just get one after 2006. Like the first generation of them, like the engine's been in production since '98. In the first couple years, they had balancing shaft issues and stuff like that. But if you get one after like '06, they've worked out the kinks.
dude, that is a common problem for me. I have so much trouble balancing my shaft.
I know, and working out your kinks.
Yeah, dude.
Now, this is just nostalgia because I loved my Cadillac, but I don't think North Star engines are really that bad.
No, I mean really, that old generation Chevy was making baller V8s all around.
I know it sounds like trivial or like this is like trivially true that like only they're good except for the bad ones, but like it really is true that if you get one that's not affected by the head gasket bolts problem, they're like a pretty rock solid engine.
Like, how different is the North Star from an LS?
Pretty different because like the arrangement of like the oil pan and it's 32 valve dual overhead cam.
I'm gonna be
Dual
honest
overhead
with you.
cam, like
Be honest with you guys. I know very little about cars. I can change brake pads, and I've changed calipers before. That's about it. I cannot do the things that you guys can probably do.
I mean, I've never changed a caliper.
It's very, very annoying, especially when you have a car that doesn't have like
Legs.
well, it's annoying when the like what they make for your car. Like we changed it on a 2001 Acura, and like it was just the shit we had to get for it didn't fit. We had to grind down the fucking bolts with a grinder so they would fit into place, and it was, dude, it was such a nightmare. The whole thing was a nightmare. I hated it. I hated every second of it. I don't enjoy it. I take no pleasure from this car shit. All right, like
you told me you greatly enjoyed it.
Well, I mean, after getting to work on like industrial maintenance and stuff, I've come to the conclusion that like just working on a regular car is the hardest, worst maintenance you'll ever do on anything.
But I will say, I've had a 2017 Toyota for 6 years now, and I haven't had to do a single thing to it except oil changes, and I'm about to change the brake pads.
Dude, how have you made it that long without putting gas in that thing?
Right? It has great mileage.
Yeah, you've seen his car. You know it gets like 10,000 miles a gallon.
It really does. It really does. I'm telling you. That's the beauty of it. How the fuck do I get up there to that last spider bitch?
Now, speaking of MBG, like I do want one of those, like say like a 2014, 15 Mercedes, the new E-Class diesel, like E350D.
Yeah, the Blue Tech.
Yep. Because dude, like they were doing testing, and like you can get Prius, like if you drive a Prius responsibly, you can get the same mileage out of a Mercedes diesel just going 100 miles an hour and having fun.
Yeah, I don't doubt it at all. I mean, my old one gets like 30 to 30. Like if I drive a little slower and like draft semis and shit, I get like 35.
Oh, it's up here. I'm stupid. I'm just an idiot. That's my problem. I have no brain.
You have no brain syndrome?
Yeah.
But yeah, you were talking about replacing a brake rotor, right?
No, well, he was saying calipers, but
oh, caliper, yeah. I mean, that's actually what had my Benz off the road for 2 months was brake work, and then I couldn't do it on my own. And my dad knows a mechanic in the Grand Rapids area that works exclusively on German cars, and he was willing to do it, but it took him like 2 months.
Yeah, dude, let me tell you about it. The only way, so at the time I was a broke college student, and so obviously I'm not going to worry about shit. I'm going to drive the car until it doesn't drive, right? Because I can't afford to fix shit. So I one day my car started making a funny sound, and I was like, oh, that's a funny sound. It sounded like a wobble kind of sound, right? And I was like, oh, that's weird. That's an odd sound. That's a strange sound that it's making. And I just drove on it. I just kept driving on it. I was like, no big deal. It's fine. Everything's fine. And one day on my way back from work, you know what happened? The entire fucking like tire came off the axle.
Oh shit.
Dude, it was terrifying. Barely got it back on, and went to fucking, just kind of got it parked, and then me and Todd worked on it for like a couple days straight, and I mean we fixed the fucker up.
Got it.
Yeah, we fixed it up.
It was a lot of work.
But man, that was not fun.
I'm sure.
No, like the other day I just greased some of the Alamite, or I guess various Alamites on my Ford diesel. Really, like one of the worst experiences of my life, and I couldn't even get grease in the upper ball joints. I think I have to get a special grease gun. Instead of putting it on top of the upper ball joint, they put it in the bottom, recessed in this hole, and face it sideways. So you just cannot get the grease gun onto there where it actually puts grease in there.
Dude, that reminds me of the time that I put my grease gun in Todd's hole.
Boy,
got it.
You talk about a greasy hole.
Well, that's what you wanted. You asked for it. That was you said yeah. Give me that grease hole.
No.
Man, I want a diesel Ford Excursion. Those are sick.
Oh yep. No, my uncle that lived in Lansing had one. He drove it all the way to Venezuela. Well, I guess he had to get it ferried around like the Dorian Pass or whatever. But yeah, he just drove it all the way as far south from Lansing as he could go. Got it ferried, then drove through to South America.
That's fucking dope.
I don't believe South America exists.
Yeah, has anyone ever actually seen it? Like, have you guys ever actually seen that place? Is it real?
I was thinking about going to Chile.
You can't
That'd
go
be
to
dope.
that's a food.
Well, dude.
As long as you don't eat it, you can go there.
How can it be
There's
from a
one-
Peppa, man?
Dude, there's one down the road from me. You can. It wouldn't probably be that hard to get to it.
So isn't Michigan pretty
they got-
chilly?
Well, no, dude. They you know, they serve a bunch of stuff at the Chili's down the road.
Yeah, they do.
But no, seriously, I was thinking about going there. It seems it's just beautiful, you know. And I speak Spanish like pretty much fluently.
Oh.
Yeah. The more I've learned about Spanish, the more I've become a bigger fan of English.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like you don't have to learn all of the like intricate tenses and like subjunctive and all that.
Yeah, you can.
Like I never ever. I speak it with kids at school all the time, and I never ever hear them using that kind of grammar.
Yeah, like in my experience of talking with Mexicans, you don't need to learn like any of the details in Spanish at all. Just
for sure.
vaguely get it close, and you're like, wow, you're so good. You're better than the natives.
Right, it's the kind of thing where, like, if you speak just a tiny bit of Spanish, we're like, oh, this gringo, like, whatever. But if you're actually good at it, they respond well.
Yeah.
Oh, for me, like, I got good enough to, like, start seeing, like, errors in their language, and they're like, we don't even speak that way. We just make up words what we want to say. And I'm like, how am I supposed to learn Spanish? Y'all are just making stuff up.
I feel like that. I try to talk to, we don't have any Mexican students, but there's kids from Honduras, and I'm like, you are making shit up, like. And like my coworker, she's Puerto Rican, and I asked her, I was like, okay, you're a native Spanish speaker. Is this kid like actually talking, or like could I ever learn how to understand? The kid's name is Nelson. I'm like, could I ever learn how to understand Nelson, or is this just like fucking bullshit? She's like, I can't understand him.
Yeah,
She's like, I don't know, man.
In Key West, like, my wife would see someone speaking Spanish and go up, like, talk to them, and, like, you know, you could tell they're from, like, the southern end of South America, and they would just, like, turn to her and be like, oh, you're from Mexico, aren't you?
Oh, like,
Damn.
yeah, dude, Argentinians, like, they speak, like, Italian.
A lot of
Yeah.
Argentinians also speak German.
Yeah, they do.
Like my grandpa immigrated there at the end of World War II.
Like,
Yeah.
I can understand Spanish on, like, a Spanish, you know, TV show, like, from Spain and stuff, 10 times better than I can understand, like, any Latin American speaking Spanish.
Oh, for sure. I buy that. Like, I actually joked with the kid. I was like, yo no hablo español, hablo castellano. But it also depends on, like, what kind of background the person's from. Because, like, I understand, like, urban, like, well-educated Hondurans, like, way better than, like,
Yep.
you know, kids from, like, the fucking... I mean, we have kids from Guatemala that their first language is, like, Quechua or Mam.
Oh, the native language?
Yeah, and then, like, their Spanish is not that great.
Dude, I work with there are several like Filipinos that I work with, and they speak the Tagalog.
Yeah.
And I was
If you're
like,
gonna join the Navy, you gotta learn that.
Wait,
And-
it's not Tagalog, it's Tagalog.
it's Tagalog.
In my head, I've actually never heard anybody say it. I've always said Tagalog in my head.
Yeah, I did
Tagalog.
too until I heard them. I was like, hey,
Same.
what did you know? I was like, hey, I'm a little ignorant. Like, some of what you're saying sounds a little like
And
it sounds
he
like
was
there's a
yeah, you are.
And yeah, well, no, they're actually really nice. But I was like, hey, some of what
They
you're
have
saying.
some Spanish words mixed in there, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I said. I was like, hey, some of that sounds a little bit Spanish. What are you speaking? And she was like, oh, it's Tagalog. We're from the Philippines. And I was like, oh, cool. And that was like the extent of that conversation. And they taught me some of the swear words.
I know my way around.
That's cool.
My old coworker, while I was in Maryland, his mom was Tagalog, so I guess he was half.
but
Half. He was half,
Tagalog.
man.
He was Tagalog. She spoke Tagalog. She was Filipino.
He was the half-blood prince.
He was the half.
Everything I've ever heard about the Philippines, it seems like a very happy place. Like, it might not be the richest country in the world, but like it just seems like a very happy place.
Dude, yeah, they got chickens everywhere, trees everywhere, and water everywhere. It's like Key West, Florida.
Yeah, Key West, Florida is just paradise on earth.
Honestly, like Key West, Florida is the superior Monroe.
Good God.
Now, if you go, it's like looking at it. It's like, man, this is like what New Orleans could have been.
You want to live like a king? Come to the streets of Providence.
Man, Providence is rough.
That's what I'm told. That is what I'm told.
It's like, I don't even know how to describe.
Like, can't you cut through Canada to get to New York pretty quick from over there?
Yeah. It saves. My mom used to do it. It saves a few hours, and it's just kind of, it's like, why not?
Yeah, because I remember bits
the
of
the gas is more. It's ridiculous, but that's about it.
I remember like my first trip to Michigan. Apparently, I went to like New York and Niagara Falls. I'm like, I never went to New York. I'm like, no, I've been to Michigan. I remember that trip. I remember going.
Is my nose growing yet?
No,
not yet.
We took you to New York in that, and I'm like, you're kidding. You saw Niagara Falls. I'm like, you're kidding.
Like New York. Whoa.
I remember being like 2 years old, confused at how my uncle was tanning when it was like 65 degrees outside in the summer.
Yeah, I mean, if you, like, as the crow flies driving through Canada, it's like quite a bit faster, but when you factor in like crossing and all that, it's like, I don't know if it's worth it, but you do get to avoid Ohio.
Only that truly matters.
No, is that really a joke, or is Ohio just that bad?
Ohio's fine. It's like the same as Michigan, honestly. I don't have anything against it. It's just a joke that people always like shit on it.
Well,
yeah, cause I guess it's just so industrial. Everyone just has to work there. No one gets to enjoy it.
Do they piss on it too?
They do. I'm about to call it a night, guys. I got to get up early in the morning.
Oh, of course you do.
I do. Yeah, I do. You should. If
it's a surprising number of people live in Ohio.
Well, yeah, because like I know a ton of people that worked in Ohio. Like, they were born in Louisiana, went and worked at like a steel mill or something in Ohio for 50 years, and moved back to Louisiana.
Yeah.
And like everyone I know that's like lived in Ohio, they just went there for a job and then move away.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of known as like being like kind of a boring place or whatever, but I don't know.
Yeah. I'm sure it can't be any boring than some of the places that we've lived here.
Yeah, I mean, whenever I've been there, it just feels like Michigan, maybe like a little bit more like, I don't even know how to describe it, but like it's very similar to Michigan. Cleveland actually used to be really cool and a pretty big city, and it's like Detroit. It's just like lost more than half of its population, but I find it interesting. Cleveland has one subway line, and they were building more, and it was actually like a pretty big urban area, and it just like fell apart. Like there's like abandoned tunnels where they were expanding the subway system there.
I've also heard that Cleveland has something called a steamer. Can you tell me anything about that?
Oh god.
What is this Cleveland steamer that everyone keeps talking about? I have to know.
That's what they were making the tunnels with.
And what's all this about? The rolling blackouts that happen in Alabama. What is that about?
It ain't as bad as the hot pockets they got there. They got parts of Alabama that are just ridiculously hot.
Interesting. Oh, I think I'm about to fight the King of Puppets, guys. Also, there is a shitload of Freemasonry symbolism in this game, and I'm not sure why. Well, I mean, I kind of understand why. Like, it's like supposed to be like, oh, the, secret wisdom society that have, used mysticism to bring puppets to life.
I mean,
Okay,
should we join the Freemasons and like try to take it over?
Is this foreshadowing? Yeah, he's foreshadowing. So Geppetto wants to take my heart. And put it into a new puppet.
No, it's sad though. In all reality, the Masons are dying out, and in a few years, like you gotta think about how sad our kids aren't going to be able to make like jokes, like conspiracy jokes about the Masons and stuff. They won't be around.
So like, just their membership is declining a lot, or what?
Oh, severely. Like my cousin's in there, and and it's a lot of stories from a lot of different chapters. Is like, the chapter's 30 strong, and they'll have one guy under 30 that's even interested in it.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of just like Boy Scouts for adults?
Basically, yeah.
There is a lot of like occult mysticism involved with it. It's actually like if you are part of the Catholic Church, they don't allow, like they're like, no, you cannot be a Mason and a Catholic.
But in reality, 80% of it's just an excuse to get away from your fat wife.
That's true.
Have you heard of the Rosicrucians or whatever?
The what?
The Rosicrucians?
No.
So they're like, kind of like Masons.
Is that like?
But they're like,
is that like Pastafarians?
Well, it's like Christian Kabbalah.
I don't know, but I went somewhere today where there's a new church in Ruston with the pastor Dr. Kelly something or Dr. Kimberly. Yeah, I did so good to hold my tongue and just take the free Kool-Aid and not be like, no, ma'am, I cannot be part of your occultist female pastor.
I'm not part of listen, Alex Jones. I'm not part of your operation.
Yeah, hey man, you got to be careful about drinking Kool-Aid. All right, we had an incident with that already way back when.
Oh no, like I mean, if they got free drugs, I'll take the free drugs and get out of there. I had my escape plan ready, but like then this guy with half of this skull missing came up to talk to me. He was like, "I'm gonna pray for you," and I'm like, "I'm gonna pray for you too, buddy."
Yeah, buddy. Same. I have.
What is this church called?
To sin it all. It's all going in flames, bright white flames.
Like the Elevated Life Church. It was all about elevating your life and I guess feeling better about yourself.
Lifechurch.la.
No, a different one. But it was probably copying something like that. Like I don't know. All the time, all the churches are like, elevate your life. This is about you. I'm like, yep, no, I don't want to be part of that.
Yeah, there's like new agey churches like that around here, and I'm like, that doesn't feel like church. It's like.
I'm going in flames, bright white flames. It's all going in flames, bright white flames. The puppets are talking, man.
Like,
is it the Bridge? No.
No, we have churches called the Bridge. The Bridge was the big giant church by where we lived in Ruston.
Maybe this is.
And
what?
I know Ruston's getting really good at the occulty churches, like. The upper middle class love the feel good about yourself churches.
I was gonna say there's some money there, so that's what they're after.
Oh yeah, like the newest feel good about your life church. Well, I thought was the newest, biggest one, but it's fairly big. Yeah, dude, the pastor drives around in like a blaze orange G-Wagon. he looks like a pastor that the Huckleberry, what's the Brickleberry, like a Tosh.0 would draw him as. It literally looks like Tosh.0 design this past.
How's the mosque doing there?
Pretty good. Like, I would honestly expect the people of that mosque to defend the proper church before I expected the Feel Good Life Church to do it.
Yeah, they're better Christians.
But Yeah, and, like
There's
honestly,
just,
like
there's just something about the words "feel good life church" that don't like sit right with me. Is that bad? Is that wrong of me?
no,
No.
but I never thought like the feel good about yourself part of church was supposed to be like the get rid of the feel good stuff. Don't worry about that. Get over all that. Worry about God.
I want I want a pastor to challenge, like, I don't go to church, but if I did, I would
Lag.
want somebody to challenge me and, like, give me the actual truth and nothing else.
Right, right.
Like, I want to be fucking scared when I leave church.
Well,
little
okay,
bit,
no,
like-
you don't. Okay,
Not scared,
If-
but, like, you like,
If not scared for yourself, scared for the rest of the
to
world.
you want to feel the fear of the Lord.
yes, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Have you ever tried attending a mass before and reading up on some of the liturgy about what that's all about?
Yeah, I went with my uncle. I've been to mass with my uncle a couple times. But I don't really, like, I was too young to, like, appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a really it's something that definitely changed me, that's for sure. But
And then I went to one Orthodox service in Russia.
that's cool.
I would like to see an Orthodox one. I feel like it'd be a lot like the Catholic ones.
They are
It's similar. It's similar. I think there's a little bit more like incense and like ritualistic element, which there definitely is for Catholicism, but like especially the cathedral I was at, there's like a very strong like ritualistic element to it, and like you burn these candles. I forgot what it's called, but you burn these candles and like go to an icon and like say specific prayers and stuff.
Yeah, because like I grew up a Southern Baptist, and it's like, look, the ritual doesn't matter. It's about you and God. You know, you can do whatever ritual. God knows what you're up to. Don't even worry about all that, son. Then I went to the Catholic Church, and it's like, no, the ritual's life. We're not even worried about what I'm saying up here. This is about the timing. You know, we're going to do this in this order. Y'all are going to say these chants, and that's going to be the real church.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say that the thing about mass, so the perpetuation of the sacred tradition, and all of that, a lot of it has more to do with what. So we believe that in mass, whenever we get to that point where the priest blesses the Eucharist, at that point in time, we believe that Jesus Christ himself is actively right there with us, in mass with us, literally. Like, there's no figurative to it. He is right there. He is literally there. And so that's why it's like such a special thing. They've been doing it the same way for 2,000 years.
In our church, they just believe Jesus Christ is there with you the whole time you're in church. When you leave church, when you're asleep, he never leaves you.
He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake.
Yeah,
Dude.
quite literally.
Dude, all the Santa Claus songs are just really about Jesus.
What's going on?
Which it makes sense when you think about Saint Nicholas being an actual saint.
That's true.
Down, depressed even.
Also, dude, I ate like some random plants out of Todd's garden. I didn't know what was, but I'm like, let me taste them and see if I can figure it out.
Oh no.
Like a psychedelic experience.
No, my blood's just really thin now.
What do you mean it's really thin? What do you mean your blood's
Like,
really
if
thin?
If I pick a scab, it's like bleeding and like almost watery, like thin blood. It's not like scabbing up and stopping real quick.
You sustained severe liver damage and your platelet count is really low.
Okay, this happened in like a day though. Like,
Nah, I'm just joking. I have no idea. That's
Is it still happening right now?
yeah, I picked a scab. There's like blood running down my leg. Normally, like it won't run like an inch before it clots up.
How long ago was this?
A couple hours ago.
Okay.
Well, I guess I ate it at like 7.
How do you feel?
I feel fine. A little drunk. You know, alcohol also a blood thinner, but
Oh,
normally I
okay.
drink all the time.
No, that's okay. No, it's because your BAC is like elevated.
Yeah, I'd drive right now.
Yeah, I know you would. That's the problem.
So I'm not. I I will say that if you have a decent alcohol tolerance, there's nothing wrong with driving with the .1 or whatever.
Oh yeah, dude. Like
Yeah, but it has to be within reason, right? I'm just saying I've seen too many like horrendous like drunk driving accidents that kill fucking like families and children and shit. That's the only reason. I know Jimbo does not drive irresponsibly.
So either way, I was driving, and like it's a 2-hour drive. I had like 2 beers before I left, and a 6-pack on the way down, and then we got to the destination. Walk like half a mile to another place. I'm like, oh, y'all have breathalyzers. And I had a beer on the walk. So I'm like 9 beers in that day in like a 3.5-hour period.
Oh, Lord.
Blew on the breathalyzer and got a .03.
Your liver,
okay.
Your liver, especially if you're just drinking light beers and you pace them out, and you are a heavier drinker, your liver like upregulates the alcohol dehydrogenase and all that shit. So you process alcohol faster.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that and like being like an Aryan stereotype guy. Like I have all the stereotypes as your liver should do this good.
I mean, I had a pretty serious problem, but my liver sustained. I'm gonna be fine. I'm not like at risk of dying or anything, but my liver sustained damage a lot faster than I would expect.
Oh yeah, you gotta be. Yeah, it varies from person to person, but yeah, you gotta be careful, man. That shit's no joke.
Currently have
I think the biggest issue is once you, and this is like embarrassing to even admit, but like once you're drinking enough that you are not eating that much, you're getting most of your calories from alcohol. That's when it goes downhill really quickly.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And if you're like you can't effectively absorb vitamin B12 and thiamine and some other stuff when you're like chronically drunk, and even if you take supplements and stuff, you just don't like your small intestine, the layer that actually allows nutrient absorption is always disrupted from the alcohol.
Yeah. Oh man.
And that's when things go downhill really quick.